Well, this is a little snippet for just a little quick blurb on the Suppress Herald podcast. And let's just say we're living in an age of insanity, and it is really crazy what's going on. And this quick quick note is just about this whole Tylenol thing. President Trump comes out and says women that are pregnant, young children shouldn't take Tylenol. Acetaminophen is not a good drug. And this has led to insanity. Right here in good old Maine, USA, the Suppress Herald, and spreading the propaganda that they do, continues to side with insanity and with the liberal cause. I don't understand what this has to do with it, but other than Orange Man bad. If Trump came out and said women should not eat rat poison while pregnant, there'd be a bunch of pregnant women on TikTok doing TikTok videos eating rat poison. This is the insanity that we're in today. And this is the insanity that the propaganda machine operating in this country have brought us to. And here's a perfect example. So this is the Sunday Suppress Herald here in Maine. And in that Suppress Herald, here you have it, Tylenol, vaccine warnings concern some pregnant women and anger others. And here's how it begins. Faith Ayer had no qualms about taking Tylenol for chronic migraines and COVID-19 during her pregnancy and grew disappointed and angry as she watched President Donald Trump rail against the pain medicine. A lot of the claims that were shared have just not been backed by evidence, said Ayer, a nurse practitioner in Jacksonville, Florida, who is about 17 weeks pregnant with her first child. I'd like to wait and see how this works out. Let me tell you something. Right on the bottle, and I have right here a bottle of Tylenol. There it is. Let me tell you what it says in bold letters at the bottom of the warning section of a bottle of Tylenol. Pregnant or breastfeeding. Okay, if pregnant or breastfeeding, ask a health professional before use. If pregnant or breastfeeding, in other words, if a woman is pregnant or a baby is an infant, ask a health professional. In other words, they're trying to transfer the liability from the makers of Tylenol to the doctors. That is a warning label on the actual product. If pregnant, be careful, which is what Trump said. It's as simple as that. Tylenol, the makers of Tylenol and acetaminophen, have known about problems for years and years. And we're not being told about that because it's Big Pharma, and Big Pharma's been able to do whatever they want. But we're in an age of absolute insanity. And here you have it in the Suppress Herald, run by liberals, for liberals, by liberals, is taking the side of Orange Man bad on this whole Tylenol thing. And there you have it right on the label. And yet you've got pregnant women out there guzzling or chugging Tylenol, some of them getting sick, probably going to end up harming their babies. And this is the insanity we're living in. It's right on the label, folks. It's that simple. Tylenol says be really careful if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. In other words, children's Tylenol. That's all we got. Wake up, America. These people are going to kill us all. And that is the Suppress Herald quick note for the day.